All right, let's dive in. We're going to talk about something huge in the world of retail today. It's this nagging daily stress that can honestly quietly sink a small business before they even know what hit them. So let me ask you, right? If you're running a shop, what's the one thing that really keeps you up at night? I mean, yeah, you've got marketing, you've got staffing, all totally valid. But the real anxiety, the one deep down, it almost always boils down to this one single high stakes balancing act. And this is it right here. It's this constant tug of war. On one side, you've got that gut wrenching fear of losing a sale because you ran out of a customer's favorite thing. But on the other side, you've got that slow burn panic of watching your money just sit on a shelf, collecting dust in the form of products that nobody's buying. It is a never-ending battle between too little and too much. And the whole thing comes down to one word: inventory. Okay, so section 1 here. When that balance gets thrown off, the consequences, they're sneaky. It's not like some big alarm bell starts ringing in the store. Nope, it's more like a slow leak. Profits just start to drip, drip, drip away from your business into really distinct and frankly very damaging ways.
And that first leak, oh, it's the one we've all felt as customers. The stock out. You know the feeling, right? You walk into a store, you're ready to hand over your money for that one specific thing you want, and you get the dreaded, "So sorry, we're all out." It's so much more than a minor inconvenience.
See, you didn't just lose that one sale in that moment. You've now got a frustrated customer who literally made a trip just to see you. And the worst part, the really scary part, you might have just lost them for good. They're probably going to find it at your competitor's shop down the street, and you know what? They might just decide to keep going there from now on. Okay, so now let's flip the coin over and look at its evil twin: excess inventory. This is the silent killer. It's not as loud and dramatic as a customer walking out empty-handed, but trust me, it can be just as deadly for a business. It's all about having your precious cash, your capital, just completely locked up in the wrong stuff. I mean, just think about it for a second. Every single product that's not selling, that's cash you can't use for rent. It's money you can't use for payroll. It's capital you can't use to buy more of the stuff that is selling. So what happens? You're forced to do these massive markdowns just to clear it out, which absolutely crushes your profits. And all the while, it's hogging valuable shelf space that a bestseller could be using to make you money. So why is this so incredibly hard to get right? Well, honestly, because for most small and medium-sized shops, the main tool they're using to manage this potentially million-dollar problem is pure guesswork. Seriously, they're stuck rustling with these clunky spreadsheets, trying to make sense of outdated reports from their point-of-sale system, basically trying to predict the future with a blindfold on. It's slow, it's super inaccurate, and it is just unbelievably stressful. Okay, section 2. But what if? What if we could just change the whole game? What if, instead of drowning in a sea of data and dashboards, a shop owner was just given clear, simple decisions? Well, this is exactly where an AI-powered solution steps in, and it's a totally different way of thinking about the problem. Just imagine this for a second. You walk in, you flip on the computer to start your day, and instead of having to analyze a dozen different reports, your system just tells you. It says, here's what you should do today. That, right there, is the promise of a technology like StockPilot AI. It just cuts straight through all the noise. So what is this thing, really? Well, StockPilot AI is what you'd call an inventory intelligence platform, and the key words there are intelligence and actions. It's not just another program that shows you a bunch of data. Nope, it does the hard work. It analyzes all your sales and inventory info and then spits out a simple, clear to-do list every single day. And this slide just nails the core difference. See, most traditional software, it gives you reports, pages and pages of numbers and charts that you, the already super busy owner, are supposed to magically interpret. StockPilot AI flips that around. It does the heavy lifting for you and just gives you the final answer, the decision. It literally tells you what to order, what not to order, and even why. Okay, so how does it actually do this? How does it stop those profit leaks we were talking about? Let's take a peek at one of its key features, the one designed to stop that first problem dead in its tracks, the stockout radar. And what's so cool about this is just how simple it is. This is literally what the shop owner sees: a live, constantly updated list of products that are at risk of selling out, all prioritized. It's telling you, hey, that IPA craft beer, you've only got about 7 days of stock left.
You should probably order 80 units right now to be safe. See? It's all about being proactive, not reactive after the fact. All right, but putting out today's fires, that's only half the battle, right? What about making smarter moves for the long run, for your overall strategy? Well, this is where the AI starts to get really powerful. It does it by offering something called retail benchmarking. So what this means is the platform is looking at anonymized data from a whole network of stores like yours. And it's finding patterns, giving you these strategic gems you could never, ever get on your own. Like it might pop up and say, hey, just so you know, stores like yours typically sell 22% more tequila in this summer. Bam! Just like that, you're not guessing about seasonal trends anymore. You're making smart, data-driven decisions. Okay, section 3. So this all sounds pretty amazing, right? But you're probably wondering, how does the magic actually happen? Is it some super complicated thing to set up? And the answer is no, not at all. The whole process is actually surprisingly simple. It's designed to get you from raw data to a clear action plan as fast as possible. It really breaks down into 4 simple steps. 1, you upload your existing sales and inventory data. 2, the AI brain gets to work calculating how fast things are selling and predicting risks. 3, the platform generates those super clear recommendations. And 4, you, the user, just convert those recommendations into purchase orders, often with just a click. The whole thing is built to be fast and, honestly, pretty effortless. Okay, section 4. Look, getting inventory right is obviously a massive piece of the puzzle. But what's really exciting is that it's just the beginning. The real vision for this kind of tech goes way beyond just reordering products. We're talking about the future of what it even means to run a smart retail business. The long-term vision here isn't just to be an inventory tool. It's to evolve into a complete retail AI operations system. The best way to think about it is like having an intelligent co-pilot for your entire business, one that's constantly working in the background, making tiny adjustments and optimizations to make everything run better. And what does that mean in practice? It means having one single unified system that doesn't just handle your inventory. It also helps you optimize your pricing. It suggests promotions that will actually work. It helps streamline how you buy from suppliers, and it gives you really deep insights into your overall store performance. It's really about creating a single central brain for the entire business. You know, for decades, the huge retail giants have had this massive advantage. They've used their scale and their money to build these incredible, sophisticated data science teams. But what happens when that exact same level of intelligence becomes available to every local liquor store, every neighborhood hardware store, every little boutique down the street? What if every single local shop could finally compete on a level playing field? Because now they're armed with the same kind of AI power. I mean, the implications of that, they're absolutely massive.